So what's up, you guys? The Premier League is back, and boy did it start with a bang. Did you guys watch that Leicester Arsenal game on Friday night? I was on the floor. It was end-to-end stuff. For the neutrals, it must have been fabulous, but as an Arsenal fan, it was chaos. But it was so good to grab the win in the end. But what a start to the season. And on that note, let's take a look at how I got on in the FPL in game week 1. Okay, so just so you guys are aware, I'm not known for my strong starts in the FPL, and this game week was no different. I tend to overthink things. I think I take on far too much information. I set up my teams, I feel happy with them, and then I kind of start talking myself out of my choices. Though I'm not going to complain with my 62 points, that's 4 above the average. But on Saturday night, I'm not going to lie, it looked very, very bleak, and I was sat on just 28 points and starting to think about like using my wild card or taking several hits to change my whole team. And then Kane's performance an early Sunday afternoon with his 1 point after a yellow card, it was getting really, really scary. I was thinking I was going to have to set up this video and be like, I've failed you all, I'm so sorry, forgive me. But thankfully, the last game of the week provided. As most selected and most captained, that's 28.4% of you guys, including myself, chose Lukaku, and thankfully it paid off. And as if Man United hadn't provided me with enough, DDG also pulled through with a clean sheet and grabbed me 6 points. All of that left me just inside the top 40% for my overall rank. But where did that leave me with my leagues? Let's take a look. Now, I'd be here all day if I went through all the leagues I joined this season. I could barely fit them all in, so I'm just going to pick out a few for you guys. And I'll do that each week. I'll pick and choose leagues I think are most interesting to chat to you guys about. So I'll start off with my only head-to-head league this season, and that's Kurt's Fellow Creators League, where I went toe-to-toe with the man, the legend, the heavyweight, that is JNO. And well, I failed. I mean, really bad, like really bad. He kicked my booty. JNO bagged an eye-watering 87 to my 62 points, placing me with my first head-to-head loss of the season. And as if that wasn't bad enough, this coming game week, in game week 2, I face Kurt the man himself. I'll chat to you about my transfer options in a sec, but put it this way, I'm not hopeful for my first head-to-head win of the season. I'm sat firmly in the middle of the FPL Journal League. That's my blog website league, that is. Winner is on for a mystery prize in that. And at this moment in time, the person to beat is at FPL Fly. And if you haven't joined up for that already, I'll leave the code for that in the description below. I'm just sat above average in my own league in 37th place. Jeff is currently on the throne of that league, clearly keeping it warm, hopefully keeping it warm for myself or Seema, but we'll have to wait and see. But well done, Jeff, for topping it in the first game week. Now, Christmas Island has over 1,500 residents now. You can still join if you like. I'm sat at 867th in that league. It's pretty pathetic. Moving away from the fancy Premier League Classic game, I got the honour of being invited to a draft league with some really big FPL hitters. It's the first time I've used this site, and it's the first year I'm ever doing any kind of FPL draft, so I'm still learning quite a lot. I'll just pop my team up quickly on the screen so you can have a look who I chose or who I was left with. Game week 1 see me pitted against at FPL Chef, and I just managed to eke out the W, getting 56 to his 48. I'm pretty sure he'll get me back on the next meeting though. I'm really interested and excited to see how this league is going to play out, because it offers something different than the FPL Fancy Premier League draft. So you can check it out if you guys are interested. I'll leave the website link below. With me competing this season, it's going to be hard to tell you my exact plans for a game week. So what I'll do is explore my options, talk over my problems, my likely lineups, and who I'm considering as my captain choice. But some changes might happen after that before the game week starts. So always best to check out my next video to see what I did and how I did it. As I touched on earlier, I'm not sure I'll beat Kurt in the head-to-head league this game week, and this is the reason why. I have at least 4 problems in my team at the moment. The first being Milivojevic, Milo as I call him, was taken off half-time at Huddersfield. And that doesn't fill me with confidence when Palace next up face Liverpool, a much stronger side. Though I do think he will play against Liverpool, as Palace will need the extra cover in defence. Though how many attacking points that'll get us, I'm not quite sure. The reason I got him in was for the free kicks and the penalty taking, so I guess I've just got to hope they get a few of those. Then we have Richie. From what I've seen of him against Tottenham, he played really well. However, he had to sit much deeper to cover the 2 injuries that happened to their defenders and the Richie red card. Now, with Newcastle's squad dwindling, does that mean that Richie won't get as many attacking returns for me in the coming weeks? Now, where will Wenger play Nacho? Will he even play Nacho? Don't know if Nacho should stay in my team. Not really sure on that one. And then there's backing my man Kingy. Was I wrong to do that? I really thought Bournemouth would be so much more attacking this season. But I think I'm probably going to give him another game week to see how he goes. So for game week 2, I am toying with leaving my changes, banking them up, and giving myself 2 changes for the next game week, despite my 4 problems I've just discussed. The reason for this being, next game week I will have so much more information on the players. It's really hard to tell in game week 1 how players will set up, how they'll actually play, how they'll fit into the Premier League. So many variables. I feel like there aren't many changes right now that I could take that wouldn't be making a punt. So 2 to 3 changes next week, which could be seen as a mini wildcard, seems better to me with more information than making 1 change this game week on a bit of a punt. Even if that means you miss out on a few price rises, sacrificing your overall rank for a game week, and probably sacrificing a head-to-head matchup. But I'm trying to look at it that it's more of a marathon and not a sprint. Wow, I really hope it is anyway. And lastly, it's really hard to look past captaining Lukaku after his brace on the weekend. So the only other sitter in the frame for me is Salah against Palace. I tend to make my captaincy choice much closer to the weekend, so keep a check on Twitter, I'll probably inform people there. And that's it, you guys. That is you all caught up with my game week 1. I hope you enjoyed it. How did you guys get on? Pop me a comment below and let me know how you did. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, contribute and do all those fabulous things. Until next time, Nymfria out.